just how big did that win for you today?
Great. I think that's. I mean, obviously Champions League nights here are incredible, but the atmosphere here was like insane. It was so nice, and it really helped us.
In terms of the belief after the game, there seemed to be a real sense around the stadium that the supporters think this really could happen. Now, do you share that amongst the dressing room?
I don't think we ever stopped believing.
That sense that something magical is within your grasp, how big a motivation is that? How powerful a motivation is that, Pete?
I think we've always had the mindset that it's been in our grasp, but with the momentum we have now, I'm feeling something really magical.
Just speaking for the manager there, you said the result last night might have given the players a sort of boost going into this game. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, obviously you want to say you're not focusing on the games, but again, they are ahead of us, so we have to keep an eye on what they're doing. The result definitely helped us last night, and maybe that built the momentum today. But I think Celtic versus Rangers, the momentum's already there.
Dyson's goal, is that one of the best you've ever seen?
I did not think he was going to do that, but yeah, I mean, I think goal of the year. Obviously, Yang already won it, but I think Yang's goal last time was really good. But I think Dyson's definitely up there for sure.
Is he one of the most remarkable players you've known in your career for so many different reasons? His stamina, his ability.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's one of the best players I've ever played with. I think having a guy like that on your side, defensively and offensively, you definitely want him on your side for sure.
Does that attitude that he shows rub off on his teammates? When you see Dyson runs about non-stop and seems to be relentless energy, is that infectious? His teammates when you see him doing that sort of thing?
Absolutely. I think when you see someone working the butt off defensively and offensively, getting into every spot and tracking back, even being number 9 and tracking back and making defensive plays in the box, it only helps the team.
Just looking at Wednesday night, if I can, it's been a place that you've struggled when you go there. You've shown last night just how difficult a place it can be. How do you assess the challenge that lies ahead of you on Wednesday?
We should go out there and play our game. I think obviously this year we've had ups and downs, but with the momentum we have, just go out there and play the Celtic way.
You touched on the atmosphere at the end here. It's maybe not always been like that this season. There's been some grumpiness and some tough times, I guess. How important was that feeling today, and what does it mean to you in this last week of the season when you're going for it?
It's everything. It's everything we need. We think we need to do our part, but as an organization, as a club, everyone's playing their part, and the fans definitely truly played their part today. This is the best atmosphere I've ever played in.
Because obviously the incentive Wednesday night is to set up a final day showdown with Hearts here. And you think that's allowed today? If you be another level, you think next week?
Sorry.
Another level again next week, and the final day, you set it up.
Yeah, but we need to get there. We play the game on Wednesday, and hopefully we do our thing, and then we set ourselves up for the final game. But we're just gonna take it game by game.
How big a difference does that atmosphere make? Earlier on in the season, there was that negativity from the stands. There was a big half-empty space as well, where a lot of the noise comes from. How much does it matter to you when you go out here and you hear that?
It makes a big difference. I think the big draw with Celtic, obviously the history and the club itself, but also the fan base. Knowing there's 60,000 people the room you're on, and the atmosphere is just insane. It really, really does play a point. Drawing players in, but also when you're actually here and playing the games, you're like, wow, this is incredible. And obviously playing Celtic versus Rangers match like today, it's just incredible, man.
Does it actually still surprise you? You mentioned the Champions League nights, but that's a level up. Did it surprise you that it could surpass the European atmosphere?
Champions League nights are incredible here. Again, it's hard to beat, but it's definitely up there. I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah, really.
Talking about remarkable individuals, what can you say about your manager in terms of how he galvanises people?
It's just fantastic. Obviously, what can you not say about him? Obviously, as a player, he's had a fantastic career, and then as a manager, as a coach, had a fantastic career as well. He's just that character for us as a team. Obviously, this first stint when he came here, and now he's come back in the second stint. He just kept the ride going, and then kept the momentum going.
Can you tell us what his team talk was like before the game?
He's calm, but also a little bit aggressive. He really wants to hound in his message. But yeah, he has a lot of experience. He knows exactly what to say, and we reacted well to it.
Is he different before these games?
No, he's the same every game. Every game is Champions League game to him. So.
Does he ever speak about his previous experience in this fixture specifically? Make any references to those beforehand? No, not really. I think kind of be where your feet are, and obviously be in the present. So
the past is the past, and you can't think about the future. You got to be there in the present, and it just tells us what we need to do to win the game, and we got something to do it.
So since that game we lost at Tannadice, you've won every game. How much of a better place do you feel in psychologically than that day?
Again, there's highs and lows to the entire season, but I think through the lows we've stayed together and got even stronger. So you don't want lows, but with it you can take a positive out of it and come together even stronger. So yeah, we're just continuing our momentum that we built from that moment.
It's a potentially incredible period for you, isn't it? League, Scottish Cup final, World Cup.
I hope so.
Is it difficult just to focus on one thing at a time, or is it a challenge to avoid your mind racing away with so much there?
I think you'd be lying if you're saying you don't think about things, but the games here are so important. Individually, collectively, we fought our entire season through the ups and downs to get to this point, with potentially winning 2 trophies, left in 2 trophies, and then hopefully having the World Cup in the background. You just want to focus it game by game, day by day, because that's the only thing that really matters. Performing here is what gets me to the World Cup, so that's the only thing that matters in there.
Are you noticing increased interest at home because the title race is so exciting?
I hope so. Yeah, I haven't really. I'm not really on social media like that. So I have no idea.
No,
but I hope that people take interest.
Personally, are you receiving messages or anything like that?
Not necessarily. Just obviously the normal just texts and people who back me.